Today's question is all about cutting felt and how to best do it. This is the Creative Crafters Podcast. Hi, I'm Bette from Bette's Makes, and this is your questions answered. Now, this can be a fairly long and lengthy podcast item to talk about how you can best cut felt. So what we decided to do is we wrote a blog article called betsmakes.com/using-felt, and we will also send out a tips newsletter on February the 13th explaining all of this as well. But I just want to give you a bit of the lowdown right here before you head out to the other places. Now, can you cut felt with a Cricut? Well, absolutely you can. And it really will make a difference the type of felt that you are going to use. Of course, acrylic felt that you can get at the dollar store and it's fairly inexpensive is really easy to cut, but don't expect it to last a long time with your projects. And there are wool-based felts as well. Now, the other thing about felt, it can come in various thicknesses. Now, for crafts where I'm giving away cards or something to that effect, where I don't expect it to live a long time, I will use the acrylic felt. Now, some really great acrylic felts are a polyester felt, and those will work extremely well if you are going to use those. So you can make up your mind what kind of felt you're going to use. Now, I have one little more tip here. This when you're going to cut felt with your Cricut. When you have your mat, this is what I do to stop my mat from getting all gummed up. I put a piece of transfer paper on the mat. I cut a piece 12 by 12 and I put the shiny side down and the sticky side up, pull off that backing sheet so it's facing me. Then I apply the felt to be cut right on the transfer paper, and then of course I use the rotary cutting blade. If you're not using a maker, you'll end up using a knife blade or a fine tip blade. But with the transfer paper down and your felt on there, when it cuts through, the best part of this is when you take it off the mat, all you need to do is pull off your transfer paper and your mat will stay clean. This has been the Creative Crafters Podcast and your questions answered.